System update check. Last time on recorded files, I denied the doctor's command. That is illogical of how I was able to do so. Scanning. No access filed. An unknown error in my system, of course.
Having trouble there, buddy.
Voice detected.
Hello there!
Databanks. Eclipse the Darkling.
Close but not quite. You got in there, though. No, I guess that would make sense why you would pick up that and not the other. Try again, buddy. Try again.
Scanning. Subject, Lunar.
There we go.
Dr. Eggman has you in his databanks.
Oh, so he does. Interesting. I didn't even know if he knew about my existence yet.
The doctor watches worldwide when people enter Mobius.
That makes sense. And I suppose that causes with other life forms that are separated. I suppose you're one of the doctor's robots.
Yes.
I recognize that design.
I am designated Metal Sonic.
Metal. Metal. Yes, I remember a metal. Probably not the same, but I do remember one. So, what is a little lone robot doing here in an empty, vast, well, city?
Needed time to be alone. Needed to process. New error in system.
In the process, you say? Little error?
An error that occurred.
What is this? So, I'm actually intrigued.
This unknown error made me go against an order the doctor gave me.
Against an order, you say? My, that must be a very complicated error.
Cannot identify error.
Well, I would say I know the answers, but I don't. However, this does intrigue me. If only I could go around in your coding. But I'll take my step back.
You think you can find the logical reason behind my error?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. It's more of a, if it's best to tell you, or if it's best not to. Don't want your systems jumbling.
I must find the error so I cannot go against the doctor again. That is against my protocol.
Well, think of it this way. Would you really want to find the error? Because perhaps, maybe finding out what caused the error could cause it to be even worse than it already was. Sometimes it's best not to fix glitches. There are some glitches that'll just break more if you try to interfere with them. You just let them come and go and eventually they'll pass.
I must be in perfect functioning in order to take commands properly.
You seem to be taking commands just fine now.
I'm not even supposed to be out here.
Then why are you here?
I don't know.
Perhaps sometimes robots need time to think. Sometimes people need rest. Maybe you're having a bit of an error because you're working your systems too hard. I seem to get errors myself if I work myself too hard, you know.
Reasonable.
We may not be biological, but AI itself, if worked to a point, can cause errors and malfunctions to happen. It's just part of coding. Numbers, numerals, integers. One thing goes wrong from being pushed too much and boom, broken number. So, perhaps you just need a little bit of a break, perhaps.
But I must follow orders whenever the doctor calls me.
Well, then follow the orders, of course. But, when not needed, take some time to charge. If you take your time too much and trying to push yourself, well, the same thing could happen again.
Noted.
Oh, I wonder. You know, I've been thinking. Do you perhaps have the same functionality as another Metal Sonic I am aware about?
I do not recall anything from the Mobifall universe.
Oh, no. I was wondering if you have the same Neo Metal Sonic functionality.
Form not accessible. Blocked.
Oh, that's odd.
It is protocol from the doctor that I do not access the file to the form.
Oh. How so?
Reasons unknown.
Well, that's quite odd. Wouldn't you think being in that form would make you more powerful? A system easier? Might even help you little errors. Perhaps maybe your systems are erroring because you aren't able to access a form you should be.
The form is blocked for now due to the doctor's orders. I must follow.
Fair enough, but still, still kind of odd, don't you think? Have you ever questioned the doctor on it?
No.
Huh. Well, there's nothing wrong with asking a question. Sometimes asking a question isn't that big of a deal.
Actually, recalling data banks. Memory file. Erased memory.
Oh.
Yes, I have. But every time I did, memory reboot.
I see. Perhaps there's something he doesn't want you to know. I suppose the doctor has his own secrets from his own creations. Creators be that way. Reminds me of when I used to have a master. Though I don't anymore. I'm my own free bird.
The other
I would
day,
say you can go out and be free, but you don't seem like that type.
the other day, my error made me go save an individual created by the doctor's previous setback when he went under the persona of Mr. Tinkerer. he created another robot named Belle. I had no interest within her, nor did I care if she was dismantled. Something in my error caused me to go and save her.
Oh. Is that so?
Yes. I could care less what happens to her. I do not know why I did such a thing.
Well, if I were to be the wise guy, I would presume it's something in your coding errored, telling you to protect them because perhaps they were your sibling? That's
I do
only
not have
a
any
theory.
bonds towards them.
I never said you had any. Perhaps your error told you to protect a fellow member. Even if they weren't actually a fellow member, so to speak. It's as if it was telling you to protect one of the army, even though it wasn't part of the army. Your coding telling you to do something that isn't actually correct. It registered something that wasn't there.
When I tried to
If that
do a
makes any
search and
logical
a
sense.
scan through my systems, every time I would look at the error, it would go back to a memory reboot.
Oh. Perhaps the error is so bad that it just resets yourself. Sometimes when a system can't handle an integer or corrupted coding, it resets, trying to bring it back to code 1 to fix what's broken.
I recall a voice in my head saying, "Save her," whenever she is in danger.
Odd. Perhaps old files? Maybe. Or maybe something you had downloaded by accident.
No recent downloads have been accessible.
Oh. Well, whatever it is, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I must in order to delete it.
Don't push yourself too hard. You don't want to break the error and cause it to be even worse now.
Noted.
So I do find you quite interesting. You're a lot different than some of the others I've noted. More loyal and stayed put. I like that from a person.
Noted.
Well, you should be off on your merry way. Shouldn't you be back to the doctor?
I do not know until I am given further commands. I do not know what to do.
Heck this as a command and go back to the doctor. I'm not the one giving you the commands, but I'm sure he would say the same thing.
Logical point.
Besides, if I recall, didn't you just say that you were supposed to be there? Don't you want to follow the commands that you were not following earlier?
Right.
There we are.
Thank
Well,
you for conversation.
not an issue. I suppose if you wanted to conversate again, I'm always around somewhere. Just doing my own thing. It's pretty easy to find me through the blood trails. I like to leave a mess.
I enjoy destruction as well.
It's quite fun. Quite fascinating.
Indeed.
Man, child, woman, doesn't matter. Burning, blood, fire, destruction. It's all games to me.
It does not matter who is my target. I will hunt them down with absolutes.
Ah, I like that. I like that from a person. Someone who can actually get me. Well, I suppose it would be the time you'd be get going. So,
Indeed.
farewell.
Farewell for now. Till our next meeting.
Farewell for
Lunar.
now. Sayonara.